What is up, guys? This is All Things Apple Plus here, bringing you another video, and in this one we're going to look into Final Fantasy 15, A New Empire. Now this game is actually just came out today. It just dropped for Android devices and for iOS devices, and what this is not your own typical Final Fantasy game where you attack on one end and you defeat your enemies and you run back and you select your next ability and your move and you attack and you come back. It's actually one of those build your own empire, construct your own town sort of theme games. Now if you've ever played Game of War or Clash of Clans, that's pretty much what you're kind of getting into with this video game. Now I don't believe that it is a Square Enix game. I believe this is probably the makers of Game of War bought out the rights, or bought some of the rights to Final Fantasy, or they made a partnership, a deal, and they pretty much just added a whole bunch of Final Fantasy lore into this game and just pretty much reskinned what they have as far as Game of War goes. So it's one of those games. If you've never played Game of War, they also there's another one out there, Lord of the Rings, Hobbits. It's kind of the same thing. They probably made a deal or a partnership with that company or with Lord of the Rings and the makers of Lord of the Rings, and they allowed them to use the properties and the characters from them. But anyways, this game is, so far from what I've played, it's pretty decent. It's a game. It's got Final Fantasy in it. If you know anything about me as far as Final Fantasy goes, I'm a huge fan of it. So immediately I picked it up, downloaded it, and I have nothing negative to say about it. It's the only thing that I would wish that they would do something on this game is that I wish they would kind of build the tutorial a little bit better, because they kind of just dump you into the game. And for as far as me goes, I can go into this game and I can jump into this game and have no problems navigating, because I play these games. I played Lord of the Rings like to the death. Like I saved up so much and did so much on that game. I still have my account to this day, and I can get into it no problem. Any new players that try to get into this, there is a kind of a downside, because you are kind of dumped into it and you aren't given so much a tutorial, but you're given so many screens, and there's a lot that's in this game that it can be overwhelming. But what I would recommend is that you just take your time, go through this game. There's just there's a ton of lore, a ton of things that you can do in this game, just right off the bat. So just take it slow and you'll make your way through it just fine. That's probably the negative side that I have about this so far. The positive side, again, Final Fantasy 15, you can't go wrong with that. I do like these games where you are building your town, and they do help pass the time away, especially if you're sitting around. If you want to build something really quick, you can do it, and you can hop in and hop out whenever you would like to. If you want to go and try to battle somebody, you can do that as well. And if you notice on a couple of screens here, there are some paid options. So for those pay-to-play players, you're gonna like this, but for those free-to-play players, the downside is it's kind of hard to keep up with those pay-to-play players. But if you are free-to-play, it looks like you're able to at least navigate and at least be able to do as much as you can that the pay-to-pay players can do as well. So I honestly would recommend anybody trying out this game, especially if you do like Final Fantasy or if you like these Empire games. Honestly, it's just, there's nothing for that. That's what it is. I mean, I don't take it negative. This game is actually it's really fun so far, and I've been just messing around, just been building things, as you can see here from the gameplay. So I hope you guys did like this little review, this little first look at Final Fantasy 15, A New Empire. And I hope you guys do hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you did like it, and leave me a comment in the section below. What are your favorite type of games that you like playing? Do you even like these Empire games? Do you think they're a waste of time? Do you think there's too much money involved? Do you think if you don't have the money, then you really can't build the best empire? Do you think that you can still do that, but it just takes time? Or is this a game that you don't even like at all? Let me know in the comment section below. That way we can stay involved and we can talk about these things. So I hope, again, you guys did like the video, and I'll be catching you guys real soon. Peace.